that's right. Did he do anything
Say
in here
hi.
except clean it out?
Yeah. He didn't do anything.
Because I told him on the phone, you're gonna have to learn how to do it, because it's so frustrating to get started in a project and be almost done, and then something happens, and then you can't do it because you're waiting for him. And I'm not mechanically inclined, but I have learned the simple things. If it gets too technical, I've actually had to have Dad help me take this whole thing apart on that machine because I thought that's what was wrong, and I've never done that.
Well, Hondo has more projects than I do. We both need to know. Whoa.
Okay, for some reason, it's not nabbing that thread. Oh, sorry.
Wrapped around.
Oh, that just popped in where it's supposed to go. So when you get it going, there's a little, like a piece of little wire there that it actually hooks in.
Okay.
So that's all done right now. And then this, see how it looks all messy?
Yeah.
You should be able to pull this, and there you go.
Okay.
But now, because it's kind of knotted, you're going to just very carefully ease this until you can get it. Because it still might not be threaded right, or Hondo put something together wrong. Or there could actually be another piece of thread in there. Okay, this is the bobbin. This is a leftover. Margaret had trouble with hers too, and I was like, why didn't I film that? So that's why Grandpa brought the film. Because it's like, Margarita was having trouble with this too.
It'll happen again. Somewhere.
See, there should not be two threads coming out of here. Okay, so we're going to very carefully pull that out and find out where that dang thread's coming from. Okay, so we know that's probably right. But we've got a thread. So that's why, oh, you can't even see, well, you can see this part. But on some of mine, you take this off and you can see all the way in there. Okay, so what we're going to do is we'll put it back together and see if any more of that thread comes out. Because if more of that thread comes out, Grandpa might have to take part of this apart to find out. But see, this is what I was saying. You hold the end of this. Okay. Okay, I've got more of that thread.
Oh, wow.
You see, that is actually the bobbin right there. But it watered up and caught on that thread. So now you have a piece of your bobbin and your thing. You just cut that off.
I'm trying to get a picture of the knot.
Oh, I had this over here in the pile. Sometimes I end up with threads everywhere. Okay, so it won't sew without this on it. This helps hold, oops, you want to make sure your needle's always up. Otherwise, it could be a problem and an issue. And we still have it separated because we just put the plate back on. So now we have to do it. For some reason, don't you touch that. You will get my finger. I see you looking at that. But see, yours is not catching. Usually if you do this, it'll catch. But I'm having to push this to get it to catch that.
Oh, okay.
And that's kind of scary to do that. Because if this flies up, it'll break your needle.
Okay, good to know.
You will want to try to find one of these little screwdrivers. This is actually a sewing. Joann's, if you keep an eye out, they have 50% off their sewing wall. Or you can just get one of their coupons. It will help to have a case for this. You will want to put a towel. I don't know how dusty your house is, but it's everywhere we move is dusty.
Not very.
You don't have pets, so,
Somewhere.
but if you just get one of those dish towels, it'll help
Okay.
protect everything. Okay, so we're gonna do it again. Let's see if we can grab it again. Oh, see, that was just one time. See your loop?
Yeah.
Just kind of easily pull it. On the sewing machine, nothing should be hard. If you're straining, you're doing it wrong. I kept trying to tell Hondo that. It's like, this is not a muscle thing. This is a very gentle. Where's that little plate? I don't see it. The plate that goes right here.
It was under there somewhere.
It's somewhere on here. I just saw it.
I just saw it.
There it is. I would get a piece of that sticky tape and put it on there. But the problem is you're going to have to take it off every time you do your bobbin. I don't know why that doesn't fit. Actually, that's not too bad as long as it doesn't move. So maybe skip the sticky tape. Okay, I've got, well, there is a chair right there, a folding chair if you want to sit down.
I can't sit down, I won't be able to get all the angles that you keep fighting.
Okay, so now we're going to attempt to see,
Wow. Quick.
and because the sewing machine I have, the one my favorite by the window, it has a case and there's a thing on the, you use with your knee. Makes it a little bit safer. No, not yet. Not yet. Grandma's got to make sure it's sewing right. And you're going to just very carefully, just do very carefully couple of stitches. Okay, then you take it out. It's perfect. There's nothing wrong with it. It was just threaded wrong.
Cool. Well, then why didn't
Don't
you do that in the
move,
first
don't
place?
move. When you zoom in, you can't focus very easily.
And it's, when you're having problems, having two different colors of thread is really good because you can tell what is making the problem. But if
Okay.
this is screwing up, it's the top. If this is screwing up, it's the bobbin.
Okay.
If it's making loops, that will happen.
Okay.
And what I do, you may have to get better before you can do it, but because I use tons of thread, I will actually pre-plan. So I go from one project and then just hook the next one on, and I never have to stop. I don't waste that much every time. Because normally you're supposed to sew. And I got it all gathered up because I got this thread caught. Okay. I think she's escaping.
Laura, no, she's trying to put the gate up. Nice.
That's cool. So Hondo really did remember where that goes.
Oh, okay.
Because I didn't believe him. I have too many machines. I can't remember.
Yeah, he has a good memory, so. Okay, cool.
So I am just going to,
So why did it start doing that in the first place?
when did you rethread it?
After
Where'd you make the mark? I can't see it.
It's right there. The 5 is totally,
Oh, you just made it dark.
No.
yep.
Oh,
Because on the other machine, this twists.
Laura.
I don't want to touch it because it's exactly right. And this little thing, when you oil it, it just got out of the shop. I'm pretty sure this is the thing where you oil it.
Laura.
Maybe not. Oh, no. Don't lose that. That would suck. Let's see all these. Any moving pieces, you get one of those little cans of oil and squirt it in there.
Not motor oil.
It's actually, sewing, you probably saw it in the sewing room. Little teeny can, and you can buy it at the sewing machine store.
Thank you.
Oh, crap. My hands are too big. Where's Laura? She has little teeny hands.
Where are you going? Come here. Yeah, when we first looked at it, when you brought it here, and we tried it out, it just got all tangled right away. So I'm not really sure what happened.
Okay, so neither one of you rethreaded it or anything.
Mm-mm.
So if you're starting a new project, I thought about bringing the oil, and I thought, no, it just came out of the shop. But this is really tough. Should not be that freaking tough to open and close that. It might get looser with time, but I wouldn't, it shouldn't be that hard. But when you first start, you're going to pull both of these back. That may be what happened, because if these are wadded up, or all anyway tangled up, they're going to tangle up inside there. So when you first start, you want these pulled back, so they're basically clear. And I was thinking, if you might want to get your phone and take a picture right here,
Okay.
so you know what it looks like.
Right. Okay.
Because this part is a challenge right here. And if you watched, it actually went into that thing after I started sewing. And all of a sudden it was in that little piece. I didn't put it in there.
Weird.
I just looped it down, and then when I was sewing it flipped in there.
Okay.
So that's the challenge part right there. But if you take a picture of what it looks like, then you can kind of follow it.
Okay.
And then, I don't know if you need to,
I think I'll remember that.
okay. Because it is like I said, ouch.
You were just saying to put it in the hole,
A needle sharp.
and we were like really confused.
Well, on most of them, well, you hold it out and then you pull it and then it goes
Yeah.
up the little thing. And
Yeah, that's why
But
we were
this-
so confused.
is a 4-H thing that I have had for probably 50 years. Well, maybe not that long. Pretty close. It is from
Mark.
1975. So, but this has a lot of basic stuff. Some of it is not gonna, it's gonna look totally different, but there's your stitch regulator.
Yeah.
On the one that's by the window, if I put it down too far, it does basting. Basting's your biggest stitch, which is 6. So when you are going forward and you want a smaller stitch, you just don't put it up all the way.
Okay.
That's what all those are, stitches. But if you want it to be bigger stitches, it can go to 6. And some of the machines, the big stitches are really big for basting. I hardly ever baste anymore. I don't buy things that need basting. Patterns, because I don't like it.
I don't know which one.
To see how, this is showing you how to gather your different needles. This is a really, like a beginner's book.
Okay.
And, well, it's just hard, I thought you knew more than you did.
No,
But
I don't know.
I've
about
learned.
The same thing, we don't know.
Or you should have told me that. I know about as much as Hondo, and I've been like, yeah, right, okay. And then